Alright, we're continuing our playthrough of Steins Gate. I may look like I just come out of bed, and that's true. So, it's been a while, and hopefully I remember where we were. I think last time we left off, we made some gel bananas. So yeah, I think we should probably just keep going. I finally figured out how the phone works last time as well. I'm using a little bit of a different recording setup because my usual recording program doesn't work, so I had to use OBS instead. Hopefully that's working out just fine. Let me check. Yeah, that works out. So let's continue. Steins Gate, yeah. In any case, there's nothing I can do about it now. It's time for Daru and I to head to Daibiru. So what's Daibiru? It's going to be a seminar at ATF, and we have to be there as part of our studies at Tokyo Denki University. I received mail. I think, yeah, we can open the phone instead. Mayuri. Hey, whoa, achievement. Okay, sure. You know, I'm really sad about dropping my UPA. It's worse than last year when I missed buying Fatty Ghetto Froggy. What? That's the one from last year, right? I thought you weren't interested. Send, sure. I can send Meiru, probably, as it's called. Yeah, that's okay. Let's turn off my phone, I guess. I think we can also open up the was it the tips list? ATF. Fictional, short for Akihabara Techno Forum, a meeting hall located inside Daibiru. What's Daibiru? Several universities and research institutions hold special seminars here. So, if I go to Daibiru, a fictional skyscraper with offices and a commerce center that opened alongside UPX in 2003, connected to UPX by overpass. Whoops. Back. Alright, there we go. Summer credits, basically. We have to attend a seminar and write a report. Come to think of it, what's today's seminar about again? We can see a billboard of the satellite crash there. I looked it up before the summer holiday began. I should have written it down. Oh well. As we cross the overpass that connects UPX and Daibiru, I look down to see a huge crowd of people moving through the plaza. Also, I want to check, my face isn't really obscuring anything of the phone. Only the battery meter. I don't think that'll be important. Yeah. There are even some garishly dressed young men and women, the sort you don't usually see around Akiba. Everyone is walking towards the main street, which is still cordoned off. Or cordoned off, sorry.
どうせ言っても見られないっしょ。もちろんネットに上がってくる情報にはほぼ目を通してるのだぜ。アットちゃんのスレ数100超えたし。
アットちゃんの。
すげえ。
That's why I was staring at this phone earlier. We enter Daibiru and take the elevator to the 5th floor ATF Assembly Hall.
ああ、涼しい。生き返るぜ。あばばばばばばばばばばばば。
What? Is this Comic Girls? College-chan. Unlike the lab, Daibiru has air conditioning, yet another reason for our diligent participation in the seminar.
電話レンジカッコ仮の件だが、俺は答えを導き出したかもしれん。
そのカッコ仮ってめんどいからいい加減やめるべき。
I won't give in that easily, even if no other lab members use the name subject to change. I will carry on until the day we decide its true name.
そんなことは今はどうでもいい。
お得意のとんでも理論でもひらめいちゃったん？
何を言うか。俺はいつもこの世の神羅万象すら超越したあらゆる可能性について思考を巡らせているのだ。とんでもとか言うな。
神羅万象を超越ってつまり何でもありってことじゃね？ 理論
ダルよ
Gosh, I keep thinking that the text ended.
シュタインズゲートを開く鍵
Because I read the English.
どう思う？
そのシュタインなんとかってところからして意味不明なわけだが
Ding. Oh, I should read that, huh? Like a chime, whatever the heck. We're at the 5th floor. The elevator door opens slowly. As we step out of the elevator. Bump into someone. Oh, I know what this is. I quickly grab the person's shoulders to keep them from falling. I know who this is. You should have died. It's a girl, and I recognize her. Okay, nice. Impossible. Chills run down my spine. I stare at her face in disbelief. I saw this girl just 3 hours ago. Makise Kurisu.
何か
Kurisu frowns and tries to back away, but I don't let go of her shoulder. My grip tightens.
貴様は死んだはずだ。なぜここに？
What a strange thing to say. There isn't a single bloodstain on her clothes. They're all the same ones she was wearing when I found her. Only a serious wound could have produced that much blood. Yeah, as far as I can tell, she's completely uninjured.
痛い離して
Sexual harassment. Kurisu pushes me away. Then she shoots me a wary glare. I realize that I'm gaping in disbelief.
何なの
無事だったのか？怪我は平気なのか？いや、そんなはずはない。マキセ・クリスは何者かに刺されて血まみれで。
またその話かよ
Daru interrupts. Wait, there's something strange about what he just said.
またその話とはどういう？
だって1週間前にも僕にそんなメール送ってきたじゃん
メール？俺が？何よバカだ。マキセ・クリスが殺されているのを見たのはほんの3時間前だぞ。
ちょっと勝手に殺さないでくれますか？私ピンピンしてますんで。
そういえばあのメール変な感じだったな送信日時が1週間後になってたつまり未来から来たっつうか
Future.
未来から来た。
ネットで妙な考察サイトでも見たのかダル。お前がとんでも理論を言い出すとは珍しい。
違うがな確かにメールの日付は1週間後の28あそっか28日だから今日じゃん
Daru pulls out his phone and shows it to me. Received and sent. Somehow the sent date is like a week ahead. He's right, the email was sent from my phone. You received it on July 21st at 12:56. But it was sent on July 28th at 12:54. I realize we have a little date counter at the top left of the screen, which will be probably quite interesting. So it's currently 7:28, July 28th. It's split into 3 mails. Someone stab, but Makise Kurisu don't. Why did I send such a short message in 3 parts? It looks like the 3rd mail got cut off. I do recognize the content though.
これは3時間前に誰に送ったメールだ。
But I sent 1 mail, not 3, and there should be more text. Did Daru really get this a week ago?
興味深いわね。
Suddenly, Kurisu is standing next to me, peering intently at the screen of Daru's phone. Alright, the email's not important. Well, maybe it is, but not right now. The real question is why she's still alive. Is she an illusion? No, an evil spirit? Am I haunted? I don't believe in such unscientific drivel. I'm a mad scientist! I timidly reach out to Kurisu's face. What? What? My fingertips stroke her hair. Feels silky, quite... the... cuticles? I don't know.
実体がある。やはり幽霊だというのは考えすぎか。
オカリン、まずくね？
Why are you doing this? I poke Kurisu's cheek with my fingers. Such softness. Dead bodies don't feel like this. Not that I've ever touched one.
おい。
Wait a minute, we already touched it when I bumped into her coming out of the elevator. I even grabbed her shoulders before being pushed away. I still doubted she had substance. It's just proof of how confused I am. If she's still alive, then what did I see back at Daddy-con? What was that scream I heard? Were they hallucinations? Just like the mass disappearance? That's right, she was stabbed. Maybe she's just hiding her wounds. Requires further investigation. What? I grabbed the hem of her blouse and... blouse? Is that how you pronounce it in English? And slowly lifted.
己は警察に突き出されたいのか？
俺は真実を知りたいだけだ。
I stare straight back at Kurisu as she trembles with anger. Lift her blouse a little higher. What?
何が真実よ、この変態！バカなの？死ぬの？
She pushes my hand away.
ルイスちゃんの名台詞。来たこれ。
Louise Chun's famous line. Lol, what is this? Fiction of the main heroine of the anime Familiar of 10. The Familiar of 10? Louisa! Oh my god, this is a reference to the Familiar Zero. The Familiar of Zero, Zero no Tsukaima, and Ju no Tsukaima. Okay. Ah. Wow, I'm glad I've watched Zero no Tsukaima in my life. Tsundere, her voice actress is the queen of Tsundere, Sugimiya Ria? Nicknamed Sugyu? Really, I kind of want to look this up. Louise Françoise de la Valliere. The Familiar Zero no Tsukaima was my entry into anime, actually. How do I even look this up? Anyway, I'll just continue on. Louise's famous line for the win. Daru shouts something silly, but I ignore him and press Kurisu. Okay, wait, who's that voice actress again? Dia Kugimiya Sugimiya Dia. Okay, I get it. It's also a pun on the voice actress. I see. Okay, well, good job, game. Good job. There will probably be way more references in this that I don't get, but I'm glad I got that reference at least.
まさかあんた、今、私の下着を。
What? She's face turns bright red. She firmly pulls her blouse
この
down.
手の目がそうではない。
Earlier this afternoon, Dr. Nakabachi's presentation, someone killed Maxi Kurisu and left her in a pool of blood. I carefully explained everything that I saw.
え、ドクター、中バッチ。
オカリン何言ってるん？中鉢の発表会なら中止になったじゃん。
What?
中止？
そう。人工衛星の墜落で。
Something's wrong. Our stories aren't matching. It's the same thing that happened right after I saw the mass disappearance. Mayuri's story didn't match mine. I need to know. Am I caught in some sinister plot? Is this another organization conspiracy?
ねえ、ちょっとあなた。
我が名は法院京馬だ。
Oh, in Kyoma.
全然違うよ。
法院さん、今の話。
Oh, really?
教えてほしいんです。
Really? Really? Did they really add that? Honorifics, Japanese. Japanese employs a system of name suffixes that determine the speaker's relationship to the addressee. The common honorifics are shown below. Are you serious? Oh my god, son, the most common honorific used to strangers, people of equal status, and in general whenever anyone needs to be polite. It's used to answer a given name, Kyoma-san. It indicates a closer relationship. Kun. Informal name suffix used for male friends, or usually used for male friends and male subordinates. Also used by males towards female subordinates in professional environments. Chan. Diminutive suffix that indicates high affection, usually used for small children, young girls, or between close female friends. Tan, even more diminutive version of the chan, mostly used for fictional characters, and especially anthropomorphizations. Yeah, and for added cuteness, she. I've never heard this one before. She, a literary honorific, generally used by formal publications such as newspapers. Some otaku such as Daru use she regularly. Okay, so I didn't know about that one. It's more of a formal publication such as newspaper. Really? I didn't know that. Some more information. Looks like she finally understands I'm not lying. But I still don't understand why my memories don't match everyone else's. I doubt I can give her a good explanation. Just then, an older man steps out of the assembly hall.
マキセさん、そろそろ時間ですし、始めましょう。
はい。
Kurisu glances at me one more time, then sighs and heads towards the small conference room.
オカリン、とりあえず僕らも行こうぜ。
行くとはどういう意味だ？
講義を聞きに来たんだろう。
Ah, that. Daru follows after Kurisu. Did she come to attend the lecture too? Strange. Why would the girl genius Maxu Kurisu need to attend the lecture like this? Isn't she gonna give the... She's gonna give the lecture, huh? My guess was a bit off. The girl genius didn't come to attend the lecture. Yeah.
今日は私のような若輩者の話を聞きに来てくださってありがとう。
Actually, let's see. Is there any button that I can use to hide hide text? Shift is hide text. Whoops. Shift is hide text. Ah, look, this is useful for thumbnails and stuff. All right. I'm gonna quickly do this so I can grab a thumbnail of this later on. Anyway. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to hear. She's the one giving the lecture. Japan's famous girl genius, Maxu Kurisu, who had her thesis published at the tender age of 17. According to Daru, she turned 18 a few days ago. I first heard about her when Daru pointed her out in a gossip magazine article. That's when he told me she was going to be a guest at ATF. I'd forgotten all about it. The audience is pretty mixed. Mostly students like us, but there's a couple of professors. And Kurisu just gave me a sharp look. What did I do? When I return her stare, she quickly averts her eyes. I don't care if she's a genius or whatever, I still don't like her. How long is the clapping gonna go on for? She may have these people fooled with a timid girl act. But I learned at Narikan how cunning and aggressive she really is. Even if her murder was some kind of hallucination, my judgment of her character is still correct.
タイムマシンをテーマに話してほしいと言われまして、正直専門外なのですが、頑張って話してみようと思います。
ほう、タイムマシンか。
最初に結論を言ってしまうと、タイムマシンなんていうのはバカらしい代物だということです。
意義あり。
every member of the audience, not just Kurisu, is startled by my interruption. Why'd you do that? Perhaps I'm being slightly rude here, but I'm not the one to sit down and listen to some genius girl's drivel.
タイムマシンが作れないと決めつけるのは早計だ。
オカリン、無茶しやがって。
Sitting at my side, Dodge throws me a small salute. ATF staff are approaching, probably to kick me out. Perhaps I got too carried away.
まあ、はい、いいですよ。ディスカッション形式の方が話も弾むでしょうし。
Thanks to her proposal, the event staff refrained from escorting me out. She sounds a little pissed, but let's not mind that.
私の考えを話させてください。これまで世界中の科学者たちがタイムトラベルについての理論を提唱してきました。主な理論だけでも11に及びます。
What are the major theories of time travel? I've heard about the cosmic string theory at least. The 11 theories.
中性子星理論、ブラックホール理論、高速理論、タキオン理論、ワームホール理論、エキゾチック物質理論。
Exotic matter. I've actually watched. Oh, this is pretty funny. I watched a video yesterday by Kurzgesagt that was talking about wormholes and exotic matter. So it's funny. 5 and 6 kind of work together, but not sure. I know the light speed theory for at least. Cesium laser theory? That's a lot of them. Not bad. Perhaps Max Kurisu is a worthy rival after all.
でも、それらの理論はいずれも仮説の域を出ません。場合によっては、11個の中の別の理論によって否定されているものさえある。
では、12番目の理論が発見されたとしたらどうかな？
そうですね。それは13番目の理論によって否定されるかもしれませんね。
She twisted my question, used it against me. Touche, genius girl. Suddenly I feel eyes on me. Some puffed up professors are giving me hard looks from across the room. Maybe I got too carried away. I don't want to risk losing my credits. I should back off for now.
ちなみに、未来へのタイムトラベルなら今すぐにでも可能ですよ。
Special theory of relativity. Yes, if you go faster, time moves slower. Oh my gosh, how much extra information is there? Special theory and first of both Einstein's special theory of relativity and the general theory of relativity, represented by the famous equation E equals mc squared. Objects cannot travel faster than the speed of light. As velocity approaches the speed of light, the passage of time approaches zero. Yes. As velocity approaches the speed of light, length approaches zero. That's true. As velocity approaches the speed of light, mass approaches infinity. A general theory of relativity has the following axioms. The presence of large gravitational fields, the passage of time slows down. In the presence of large gravitational fields, space curves. In the presence of large gravitational fields, mass increases. Space-time curvature, boys. Anyway.
例えば、今すぐ羽田空港に行って、そこから沖縄行きあたりの飛行機に乗ればいい。目的地に降り立った時、その人は10億分の1秒くらい私より未来に進んでいる。
What does that mean?
移動する速さが高速に近づけば近づくほど、時間は遅く流れる。それが相対性理論ですから。極論を言えば、光と同じほどの速さで走ることができたら、流れる時間はその人だけ半分になるわけで、24時間その速度で走り続ければ周囲では48時間が経ったことになるから、丸1日分未来へ飛んだことになるんですよ、法王院京馬さん。
But traveling back in time is the important question here, because we know that, like, traveling to the future by going really fast is technically possible, or based on Einstein's relativity theories, which seem to work. This is going into sciencey stuff. I like this. So going back in time is a really big problem because we haven't figured out a way to do so. You can't just go backwards in time really. You could if you go forwards really fast, you'll travel into the future. But if you go backwards really fast, you'll still go really fast and still travel towards the speed of light, but just backwards. Traveling back in time might actually be impossible. However, you know, if you've if you've seen this show, they don't care. I'm doing my best to hold back, but it looks like Maxi Kurisu wants to pick a fight. I wish that she hadn't said that name in front of so many people. It's too great of a risk so that others know my true name. It technically isn't time travel because you're just you aren't jumping from one point to the next. You're just moving, but everything else around you moves a lot slower. Our professor calmly makes an objection. True, Maxi Kurisu's example isn't strictly time travel per se, but I never expected an older man, a professor at that, to refute an 18-year-old girl. Maybe she's just testing the genius. Maybe he's just testing the genius girl's resilience. Genius girl readily concedes to the point. If she were a normal 18-year-old, it would be impossible for her to be this calm in front of all these people. A normal 18-year-old would panic when refuted by such a distinguished-looking professor. And yet Maxi Kurisu is giving off an aura of gutsiness that says, I can take this guy on. Yeah! Well, that's not yourself moving, that's just the time it takes for light to reach, to light from the stars to reach Earth. If you look at the sky at night, you might see stars that don't exist anymore, technically. Because it just takes so long. It takes light years for the stars light to reach Earth. No, it's also not time travel. It's a nearby student. It's just near the Kurisu look a little nervous just now. Wormholes, yes. String-shaped crevice? That must be how they enter our universe. What? What? Oh gosh, someone subscribed to my YouTube channel. Oh boy, because I'm using oh boy, because I'm using OBS right now. It actually still works with Streamlabs notifications, so if anyone subscribes to my YouTube channel during the video, you'll hear a notification. Or if anyone subscribes who has their privacy settings set to public, but this is funny. It's this long as the diameter of a galaxy. Cosmic string. We got an elementary particle, the smallest unit of matter. However, the definition of what constitutes an elementary particle is unclear. Certain elementary particles are corresponding antiparticle with the opposite charge. Didn't we have wasn't it like quarks or something, or electrons that are like elementary particles, like the smallest units? There cannot be anything smaller than that. It's basically like you break up atoms, but you have the protons and neutrons, which are actually made up of even smaller things, which are the quarks, which I think are the elementary particles. And you've also got electrons, and there might be other particles, but I don't really remember. I haven't had this at school. I don't think so. This is just stuff that I found on the internet or whatever throughout my life. Yeah, it distorts space-time. If you were to travel through a distortion, you can make a full circle around the string in less than 360 degrees. I think, like, if you wanna if you really are interested, if you're someone watching this, if you're somehow really interested in this, I don't think this explanation does justice. Kurz gesagt, a video about wormholes that was uploaded like yesterday, so it explains the cosmic string theory and like 2 other theories of wormhole travel, so you should check that out if you're interested. It has like animations and stuff, so this is kind of...
これ時空の角度欠損と言います。
I mean, what am I looking at right there? What's happening? I don't know. Anyway, it just connects two parts of space-time together, basically. Yes, transit time becomes 0, even though you're technically traveling through a big area of space-time.
これを応用して宇宙紐が高速に近い速さで運動しているとき、相対性理論により宇宙紐の時間は周囲より遅くなるから、歪んでいる角度欠損の領域を通過すると、本来0だった通過時間がマイナスになる。
Oh, what? Therefore, passing through the area of angular deficit would cause the transit time to become negative instead of 0. Now, what? Are you sure?
つまり、通過後の方が過去になっているわけ。
I'll need some more explanation on this, but...
2本の宇宙紐を使って空間欠損ジャンプを行い、元の地点まで周回するように戻ってくると、ちょうど周回を開始したのと同じ時間に戻ってくることができる。ざっくり言っちゃうと、それが宇宙紐理論によるタイムトラベルです。ちなみに誤解しないでほしいのは、宇宙紐理論は超紐理論とは別物ということです。
I've never heard of super strings. In physics, the theory that all matter in the universe is composed of strings, the vibrations of which manifest as elementary particles. This theory, which possesses 11 dimensions, is currently impossible to prove experimentally. However, it's said that if this theory is proven, it will explain all phenomena from the birth and the scope of the universe on the macro level to elementary particles like quarks on the micro level. I don't actually know what superstrings are. I haven't really heard of that.
その1、宇宙紐。これは2つ必要です。あ、ちなみに宇宙紐って生まれたばかりの宇宙にしかないという過程なので、探すのはかなり骨が折れるかも。
How are you ever going to bring those to you? But anyway.
その2、仮に宇宙紐を見つけてきたら、それを光に近い速さで運動させるためのエネルギーが必要です。
Basically impossible.
銀河と同じ長さのひび割れ。
1.21 gigawatts? Is that really a reference?
どのくらいのエネルギーがいるんでしょうね。
I want to hear this.
1.21 ジガワット以上なのは確かです。
Is that really a reference to Back to the Future? I love this, dude. I love this. 1.21 gigawatts. Originates from the 1980s trilogy of Hollywood movies about time travels, time machines, and time paradoxes. Nice. This is like my favorite movie series, movie trilogy. These are some of my favorite movies. Back to the Future. Very nice. Very nice. 1.21 gigawatts is of power to travel through time. In reality, the unit gigawatt does not exist. The scriptwriter made a spelling mistake. The correct unit is gigawatt. Was it a spelling mistake? I didn't actually know. I thought it was just a thing that was said by Doc, but I'm not sure. I keep pressing escape, maybe press backspace. Or right click. Anyway, that's funny. I like this. This earns a few chuckles from the audience. Nice, well done.
その3、宇宙紐があるところまで行って戻ってくるための宇宙船。タイムトラベルする人はこれに乗らないといけません。どうです、法王院さん。宇宙紐理論でのタイムトラベル、挑戦できると思いますか？
Who says it has to be cosmic string, though? Like that's even possible. And why the hell is she addressing me? I wasn't the one who jeered this time.
法王院さんは宇宙紐理論には挑戦したくないようですね。だったらもう一つ例に挙げたワームホール理論はどうです？こちらは宇宙紐理論よりはもうちょっと現実的かもしれません。 ところで法王院さん、ワームホールってどんなものか知ってます
Yes,
か？
yes, yes. I do. They're not going to try to hold back here. Since I've been challenged, though, I can't leave the question unanswered.
空間に開いた
Yes.
抜け道のようなものだろう。
ね、そうです。
I got it right. I sigh inwardly in relief.
2つの穴があって、それはトンネルでつながっている。トンネルは通過時間ゼロで通り抜けられる。
It's
2つの
almost...
穴がどれだけ離れていてもね。
It's almost like the game Portal.
だけど、ここで残念なお知らせ。ワームホールの
Oh!
トンネルは
Hey!
長寿力がかかっていて、
Kurz gesagt.
同時に潰れちゃいます。
the tunnel has to have be kept open. You could use, I think, you could use cosmic strings or whatever, but you could also use like exotic matter, I believe, or
だから
something.
かかる重力を無効化するために
Exotic
何らかの
matter.
細工をしなくちゃダメなの。いわゆるエキゾチ
Hey!
ック物質。
Exotic matter, a substance with negative mass. Wow, I learned this yesterday. I didn't even need to watch. You know what? I didn't need to watch the Kurzgesagt video. No, the Kurzgesagt video is really great. It has a lot of very cool animation stuff. So, negative mass, huh? So when it floats if you leave it on the ground. Can't even begin to imagine what it would be like. Kurisu raises her right fist.
こうやってむぎゅーっとグーを作ってる状態がワームホールのトンネルです。ここを通るためには手の中に私が握ろうとする力に反発する何かを作ってむぎゅーっとできなくしないとダメということですね。
Kurisu opens her fist.
エキゾチック物質を注入してワームホールを安定させれば瞬間移動が可能になります。でもタイムトラベルをするには
Yeah, how could wormholes make you travel through time is the question.
ここでは仮にワームホールの入り口側の穴がこの秋葉原に、出口側にある穴が LA にあるとしましょう。
LA?
まず LA にある穴を光に近い速さで宇宙の果てまで飛ばしちゃってください。そして果てまで行ったらすぐに LA に
Yeah, that's how it works.
相対性理論により光の速さで動くと時間は遅く流れる。 LA に戻ってきた穴は秋葉原にある穴よりも過去にあるということになります。というわけでその状態で法王院さんがワームホールに飛び込んだら数年前の LA に行けるでしょう。でもこの時点ではまだタイムトラベルをしたことにはなりません。疑似的なタイムトラベルです。いわゆる浦島効果ね。
What's the Urashima effect? Phenomenon originating from the fact that time slows down. For example, imagine an astronaut travels to a nearby star and back. Closest speed of light, this trip might take a few years from the astronaut perspective, but who would find on Earth that that thousands of years had passed?
重要なのはこの後 LA から秋葉原にもう一度ワームホールを通って戻ること。そうするとその通過時間はゼロなので法王院さんは数年前の秋葉原に戻ってくるわけです。これでタイムトラベルは完了。ワームホール理論に必要なものは宇宙紐より楽ですよ。その1、ワームホールそのもの。この宇宙のどこかにもしかしたらあるかもしれません。その2、ワームホールの穴を光並みの速さで宇宙の果てまで往復させることのできるエネルギー。
There's your problem.
その3、
First of all, finding a wormhole to begin with.
ちなみにこれ実在は確認されてません。
So implementation of either one would require a ridiculous amount of
だから
effort.
しいと最初に言った理由は分かってもらえましたか？タイムトラベルの理論はどれも思考実験です。それらの理論からでは実際にタイムマシンを作ることはできないということ。それが私からの回答です。
もっと簡単なものはないんですか？例えば机の引き出しを開けるだけで使えるものとか。
For example, microwave and a cell phone.
ないですね。
Firm declaration.
結局現代の物理学じゃそこが限界。 10年後にはどうなってるかわかり
Yes,
ません。
physics theories change, and new things are discovered, which changes theories.
仮にもっと簡単に過去へ行ける方法が発見されたとしても、実際に行けるとは限らない。因果率に関する根本的な問題が解決されていませんから。
Yes, another thing mentioned, dude. It's like Kurzgesagt basically just stole Steins Gate's this entire section to make a video, dude. No, what? The principle of causality has not been solved. The problem, yeah. So time travel would be a big problem. Scientific and philosophical principle that states that every event has a cause, and by that cause that effect is produced. Theory of relativity is founded upon this principle. However, quantum physics have observed microscale phenomena do not appear to abate the principle of causality. And time traveling would completely break literally everything we know about the universe. So this is nice. It's nice.
パラドックス質量保存の法則
The mass of the entire universe is constant, yes. If a time machine traveled from the future to the past, there would suddenly be extra mass of the time machine and its pilot in the past. That's, I remember reading in a book, not terribly reputable book, but still, that such violation of mass conservation would put the universe in danger. It didn't say what kind of danger, though.
質量保存の法則を宇宙のようなマクロレベル、あるいは原子や素粒子などのミクロレベルの仕組みに当てはめるのは誤りです。
What, is that true? She's laughing at my reaction, that little... God, how mortifying.
あれは化学反応に対する法則でしかないから。現代物理学においては全く成立しない。無から有は生み出せますから。
Something can come from nothing.
で
Pretty
は
amazing.
何が問題となるのかね。
タイムパラドックスはタイムパラドックスでも、親殺しのパラドックスの方です。
Thing where you kill your own ancestor before you were
そ
born.
のパラドックスの解が導き出されない限り、タイムトラベルは実現できない。
Is this Back to the Future?
殺さなければいいんじゃないの？
そんな単純な問題じゃありません。SF 映画と同じように考えるのはとても危険です。あなたが消えるだけじゃ済まされない。
Really doesn't seem that
矛
dangerous.
盾が生じることは因果率の崩壊、相対性理論の崩壊、さらにはこの世のすべての物理法則の崩壊を意味するのよ。パラドックスは理論上の思考実験に過ぎない。現実に起きることはないし、起きてはいけないことなんです。だからたとえ 0.00001% でも起きる可能性のあるどんな行動も絶対に実行には移せない。そう多世界解釈や自己無矛盾の原理っていう抜け道もありますが、個人的にはファンタジーすぎると思うので認めたくないですね。
I grind my teeth. When I see Kurisu looking at me with a composed expression, I avert my eyes. Looks like I have no choice but to concede. Kurisu truly is a genius. I ended up listening to all of Kurisu's lecture at ATF. After the two time travel theories she introduced at the beginning, she explained the rest with equal eloquence. She seemed a little nervous at first, but that quickly changed as she spoke. By the end, it was an impressive lecture, so impressive that you wouldn't think it was an 18-year-old's first time. She did well to respond to my malicious questions with sarcasm. She's got guts. Wait, why am I praising her? Leaving that aside, I saw Kurisu dead, and yet she's alive. My memories don't match with reality. And not just about Kurisu. My conversations with Daru and Mayuri don't make sense either. Everything would be solved if I just told myself that what I saw was a dream, an illusion. It never happened. But never say never. This leaves me with no choice. After parting ways with Daru at ATF, I head to Yanabayashi Shrine. Isn't this where you find whatever character name? We'll I forgot the character. Is it like Luca? Anyway, I'm gonna end the episode here. Thank you guys for following this playthrough and maybe even hearing a few of my thoughts of this. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. and I hope to not forget about this game and record more videos in the future. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.